Greetings and welcome to DH mentorship program. So today we are going to be speaking about the LinkedIn campaign manager. So almost we have started to go through ahead and see what is going on. So I'm actually creating a new campaign. So if you notice, there is this campaign group. I created a campaign name. So giving you all an idea what has to be done. So I'm gonna actually edit the campaign name and gonna name it to LinkedIn newbies tutorial. It's going to be newbies at tutorial. So this is entirely as you have started from this stage of this video, from the beginning, talking about what is the importance of LinkedIn advertisements. See, I will be explaining in further of this video. So just let's go on to the setup. So here in the setup we have either we can create a campaign group or we can select an existing campaign group. So campaign groups is where you like have an ad set, or it's a ready-made campaign group where you can utilize it number of times again and again. So it's like one setup and you make it ready for the next available campaign. So you can have the same ad audiences and budgets to demographics to everything, what else not. So it's all about the ease and comfort. So if you don't have an existing campaign group, you can simply start your own, create a new campaign group freshly to decide what's the date, starting dates, ending dates, the budget. Is it according to a start and end date, or is it having a what is it, a daily budget as well as a maximum like a long-term budget for a campaign. So likewise here we are, as I said, we named the campaign and we are creating a new group campaign. So we are naming it as ad walkthrough, and active status is active. And I'm actually thinking of having like 7 days campaign period arranged, as you can see. So I'm clicking from the 2nd to 7th of as the campaign period, and I'm creating the campaign group. Alright, so you would see there is the ad campaign name, then the campaign group, that's I walk through and it's active. And I'm going to the next option of having the objective. So there are a couple of objectives based on your needs. So there is awareness campaign, consideration campaign, and conversion. So we have under awareness, brand awareness, consideration, website visits, engagement, video views. So as you can see, it's all giving the exact information what is it about. Lead generation campaigns, the talent leads, so it's hiring for hiring managers, they can get that ad objective. Website conversions to having landing page clicks and traffic. And apart from that, if you want to really run an ad campaign to target job applicants, there you go. So these are the objectives you can utilize in the LinkedIn platform. So either way, have to utilize one of the ad campaign for, I mean like the ad objective for today's need. So I'm gonna yes, so as I was want to make you understand, is there is 3 stages. One is the awareness, then people have to consider your campaign objectives, and then finally the conversion. So this is the very basic setups of an objective, whether you want to have an awareness, have a consideration, or make people convert towards an end goal. So likewise the campaigns have been segmented on this. So we are choosing brand awareness today as our main campaign, and once we click the brand campaign, so we'll be getting a forecasted result. It would say for under brand awareness and what is the target audience we have at the moment. So based under the different changes we do on our campaign, these numbers will be either it may increase or either it may decrease. So this is like the general amount, the average, the most impressions you can, that is what is shown. So if you run a campaign, so it has actually shown you necessary like budget for this, according budget for 30 days, 7 days, 1 day, what is the maximum results you can get. So this is what we are talking about. And yeah, so we can select, I'm at the moment I would love to target the Bahrain market. And see, you have the options under locations. We can check whether is it recent or permanent location, or it is a permanent location. So there are people who travel or come for visits over different locations, or come to Bahrain for business visits and stuff. So if we really want people only to focus on a permanent location, we can go ahead and utilize it. And yeah, furthermore, we can think about the language of the campaign, who should like what's the audience language who we are speaking, and whom should we exactly target. And then we have the narrow our audience down, and the exclude our audience down. And there is enable audience expansion. So if we have a selected audience, a selected audience, and then we want to expand it, it will see what are the best, what is the audience we have selected already, and what are the possible audience that can be well utilized towards this campaign for the best maximum results according to our budgets. So that is what enable audience expansion. But if you really want a targeted audience, trust me, then make sure like either de-tick the enable target expansion. So here we are moving towards the target audience. So we have the target audience setups. We can either have a customized audiences imported, or else we can select the available audiences in LinkedIn itself. So these are the comebacks and on each audience methods. So if you notice audience attributes, and I mean like the existing audience already, other than we are importing. So we have company, demographics, education, job experience, interest, and traits to select. So we can go ahead and select couple of things like under the category of company, under the category of demographics, then education, what sorry, where did you like what are the fields of study, what schools, what kind of degrees, based on the job experience, job functions, seniorities, the titles, years of experience. So this is what I'm talking about always, like it is well maintained, this mechanism, that mechanism to exactly get the B2B market, or quite a lot towards B2C. But I would always recommend it is the B2B market is the most best results you can get through using LinkedIn. So here we have either on job functions, we can actually mention what kind of job functions, what seniorities, what kind of roles. We can actually select the rightful people which we want towards our campaign. Likewise, yeah, so keep a look. So once in search, you can actually mention whatever the roles, whatever the place, whatever the what do you say, where that person, their school, they went to college, and everything. You can actually search and have your necessary audience plan. So this is one, if you really go through and you have time to spend, you will notice that is so much exactly accurate on what the audience you really need. So you don't have to select everything, but you can narrow it down to exactly what you are expecting. So here we have the general interest. Is it into sales? Is it into art and entertainment? Is it into events, health? Yes, and apart from that, we can have the product interest and service interest along with. So yeah, having a look. So all this time I have been taking to show you like the different audience attributes you have to not narrow it down. So now, all right, so now let's actually start creating an audience. So I'm going to pick from audience attributes and I'm going to job experience. I don't want to work around a lot of things, so I'm just going to show an example. So I'm taking job seniorities. From job seniorities, I'm looking at seniors, as you can see, seniors, managers. Love to, yeah, why not, directors. Let's say I have a healthcare business, or I have IT service. Let's take IT services and I need B2B clients on board. So yeah, seniors, managers, directors. And apparently apart from that, I would love to see um, I will go with job functions. So apparently for my product, let's say it's IT product, and I need I'm thinking of education sector, which can take my, this is an example, right guys? This is purely an example. So yeah, so I took education as the target group, education sector, and I'm giving my IT service to them. But yeah, these are the segments breakdown shown, and I will get about 1,40,000 of people in Bahrain who I can target according to this section. Yeah, there is another small issue with I didn't want to accounting, I wanted only account education sector. Yeah, you know what, let's work around something else. So as I was saying, let me go ahead with yeah, I'm going with company industries, and under company industries I'm gonna choose the hospitals and healthcare. So I'm gonna give my product to that industry, and yeah, it seems it I'll just select the most apparent. Yeah, that's what I want. Hospitals in the hospital individuals and services. So I want that. Nursing homes and residential. Yeah, that would do good. That was really good. So those are the two industries I have actually, I mean one industry, and then the focus towards that is picked. So now I have about a target audience of 1,30,000, and here are the ad formats. You have different ad formats like document ads, event ads, conversation ads, follow ads, text ads, video ads, and so on. So it all depends what your motive is. So today I just want to focus on a brand awareness, because I'll have another entire setup of tutorial about what each objective, like what kind of each I mean like each ad objective, as well as ad formats, what is the best ad formats for each ad objective. So as shown, you have the video ads, text ads, carousel image ads, single image ads, and when you hover your mouse on top of it, you will definitely get a nice little introduction about what does it do and where does it display. Likewise, so I'm going ahead with a single image ad, and yeah, but this document ad is a part you would love to try it on. And apart from that, the conversation ads, and a part of like spotlight ad would always do good. And see, these ad formats also plays based on the ad objective you chose. So yeah, we have decided what is our LinkedIn network, and those are fine. And then we are going with, so here is the option, as I was saying, like you can set the both daily and a lifetime budget, long term budget. So or else we have the daily budget only or lifetime budget only. So I would go with daily budget because there are some advantages, and based on some experiences which have seen in many ad platforms, daily budget, utilizing a daily budget, it gives a proper utilizing the entire budget and giving the most maximum results. So if we are going on a lifetime or a long-term budget, it usually differs. It tries to give the maximum results per day, but it sometimes not utilizes the maximum amount of the amount that can be utilized. So it does according to that. So as the machine understands the best result, it would go ahead. So likewise, I will always, unless you know your budget planning meetings and stuff, just try to stick around with the lifetime budget, well, because if you don't want to mess things up. But apart from that, I would always recommend go for a daily budget if you because there are certainly good advantages, but it's all about how you track and keep a track of the metrics to make sure things are in good place. And then yes, there is the bidding. So I can select in this campaign, like this is a brand awareness campaign, so I can actually decide whether is it a reach campaign or impressions campaign. So there are advantages on both. So likewise, if you can see the screen, you have the idea given up what is the comeback perks of utilizing one-on-one, and conversion tracking to see if you have a landing page. Obviously, if you have a certain landing page arranged for this brand awareness campaign, either still you can be able to track how many people were being a part of your campaign and actually making good results from your brand awareness campaign. So likewise, if you have a landing page, you have a certain setup, you have a certain demo screen arranged for the viewers audience, this is where you can get the use of it. Right, creating an ad for your campaign. So you can actually create a new ad or actually browse an existing content on your page or your past contents that has been published to LinkedIn. So it all depends on the page, whatever that is available on the page. So I have one of my old pages, so that is where I chose to use existing content, and you saw some of the contents that were there. So it all depends on what you want. So you can go ahead with either creating a new ad, create a new ad, or else yes, have existing ad chosen. All right, then this is it, tutorial. And here, this is where we are creating an ad. So we're giving name in this ad, and then we have to give a introductory text, that's the caption. So mostly in other platforms it would say just caption. So here's where you add the caption, and it has to be in less amount of sentences or words that can immediately grab the attention. Because I'm talking about, you can have a lot of things mentioned on the caption, that's fine, but in the first two lines, first two sentences, make sure that is where your audience will get the idea, proper idea, what this campaign or what is this product you're selling or this service, anything. So be mindful on those. So, and then you can have a destination URL. Yes, so it would act like a call to action button. So in this call to action, like you can have either, as I said, a landing page URL or a certain towards a link towards a application. It can be towards a video, it can be, it's your deciding factor. So yeah, okay. So yeah, I'm selecting, it's time to select the image. So I'm gonna choose, there are a couple of images and stuff, so please sorry for the entire images and stuff lot. So I'm choosing that yellow color text kind of an image, so I'm using that. It's about digital marketing. So yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. It's a JPEG and the details are there. And yes, so the more, especially right, this is just an image. This is like walkthrough, so it is not a entire campaign setup and stuff. So that's why I'm trying to give you an idea.
like to show how this campaign setup is done. But mainly, like if you're choosing proper artworks and stuff, please make sure you have things sorted in a proper way, right?
Okay, so we have selected this image. So as you can see, yes, I'm going to use all text. So always, if you a person who would want to run a proper ad campaign and utilize good images is like the downloaded image, so don't do like that. Don't use download images. So you have make your unique images and make your own stuff, because it will be using an alt text will be quite useful in a SEO, yeah, side of an SEO, right? So apart from that, yeah, you can select more images, have a headline, then and a description, have the call to action. So those things are quite the things you should do. And yes, so along with this, okay, I was also saying, like, make sure your content should be unique and much creative, and it's audience accepted. The audience love to see these kind of content, so make sure that it is you're in the right run on those matters. If you like screw up, that's it. So no matter how good your campaign is, at campaign is, you how much of a good budget is, if your creative is, let me use it, it sucks, that's it. You make a big downfall. So 1,30,000 of people I'm gonna reach, and it shows 30 day. This is the people amount of people I'm gonna reach, 30-day spend, and then 30-day 7-day cost per thousand member cost, because this is, yeah, obviously this is cost per mile we are talking about, because brand awareness campaigns. So this is the 1 day statistics. They have a 7-day statistics and 30-day statistics. You can get an idea, just in case. I believe these 1 day, 7-day, 30-day ideology is given, you would get an idea, like what to spend and when to stop it if you feel visit a 7-day, because you're running a 7 days campaign. So this is actually more like a 6 days campaign. So there are people who runs the campaign for about 30 days. So if you feel like within 7 days you're grabbing the attention just as you want, so it's all depends. So always keep a track of your metrics. So as you can see, the difference between 7-day, 30-day campaign, there's very much a difference. It's the same budget I'm using, but the average frequency and the cost per mile on 1,000 member counts, there is a influential difference. So based on that, you can make your, it's all about understanding metrics and then performing according to that. So yes, this is it. So if you, once these things are sorted, you are almost completed with the campaign, and then you just have to publish it. That's how things are. So this is what I want to showcase. So hope it helps and it got useful for you. So thank you so much. I'm Inshat from Digital Hustle Mentorship Program. Thank you.